Hello everyone, it's me, your average bonehead, Jay, and finally another Steven Universe episode I can really sink my teeth into. Giant Woman. In this episode, Pearl and Amethyst are once again arguing over their differences when it's revealed that this is why they never form Opal anymore. Yes, this is the grand introduction to the concept of gem fusion, which is just an allegory for gem relationships, not gem intercourse, you sick deviants. And of course, Steven is excited by this idea and really wants to see them form Opal, but that's gonna have to wait as the three of them are assigned by Garnet to go to a sky temple to retrieve the Heaven Beetle. While on their way, Steven, still wanting Pearl and Amethyst to get along and form Opal, because gem fusion only works if the two gems are in perfect sync, sings the song Giant Woman.
All I wanna do is help you turn into a giant woman.
Yes, this is actually the first full musical number in all of Steven Universe. And no matter what anyone says about the show, I think most people can agree that its songs are amazing. And this was the first proper one.
And if you don't, it won't be forever. But if it were me, I'd really wanna be a giant woman, a giant woman.
After the song, they manage to get to the top of the Sky Temple, but it turns out the Heaven Beetle isn't there. So Pearl and Amethyst continue to argue, but then a giant bird monster appears, and ends up ultimately eating Steven and his goat friend Steven Jr., where it turns out the Heaven Beetle was inside the bird monster the whole time. But just when it looks like it's all over for Steven and Steven Jr., that's when Opal appears and manages to save Steven and Steven Jr. And one thing I absolutely adore about gem fusions is the concept of fusing their weapons together. That's honestly one of my favorite things about them, as we see that Pearl's spear combined with Amethyst's whip forms Opal's light bow. As she uses it to defeat the bird monster that was split into multiple versions of itself, causing each of them to be poofed, bubbled, and sent back to the temple.
All you wanna do is see me turn into
A giant woman.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's the last time Opal will speak until the movie. They return home, but Opal immediately unfuses once Pearl and Amethyst realize that they forgot the Heaven Beetle. But Steven reveals that he has the Heaven Beetle, and the episode ends on that note, after implying that Steven can also fuse too, which we'll definitely get more into that later. Overall, this is a really fun episode. I like the build up to the reveal of Opal, the location they're in is fun, the trio plays off each other pretty well, and the song is amazing. This is definitely a must-watch episode for anyone. Now, I'm your average bonehead Jay, and I wish you all good night.